Okay, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and do a reading on the young lady that was found dead in her apartment next to a guy she met on Bumble, and he wasn't taken into custody, he wasn't arrested, he's not a suspect. At least that's the information I have up to this point. Her name is Lauren Smith Fields, and I want to do a reading on her to see if I can pick up on anything. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start out with I'm going to go ahead and start out with the Modern Witch Tarot. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you for coming into this space. Thank you for always protecting us and protecting our loved ones, our families, especially the most vulnerable. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I'm asking you to allow me to bring forth any messages regarding what happened to Lauren Smith Fields. Show us 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 what happened to Lauren Smith Fields. An injustice, of course. It doesn't surprise me that the justice card is coming out in reverse. What's happened here is an injustice. They basically, this happened in Bridgeport, Connecticut. The Bridgeport police basically tried to sweep this under the rug. They tried to sweep it under the rug. They didn't take all the evidence. They didn't take the man who was there with her into custody. I don't even think he was questioned. None of that happened. So yes, this is an injustice. There's an imbalance in the scales of justice here. We got the Page of Pinnacles in reverse. This is bad news. This is bad news. It could mean that this guy was bad news and she was just naive to that. This person could have a history of I don't know, assaulting women on dates, or abusing women on dates, or I think that in the autopsy report, they found that she had drugs in her body, so he could have drugged her. Maybe he uses a date rape drug, or has used a date rape drug in the past. Poor judgment. I'm hearing poor judgment with this card. Okay. Judgment. I got judgment. I just said poor judgment and I got judgment. The judgment card came out. So I feel like this is going to end up being forced to go in a just direction. We can go ahead and clarify this card later. But I feel like there's not going to be any choice but to arrest this guy and question him on about what happened. There's going to need to be a separate autopsy done on this young lady's body. The whole situation was botched, and you know, it's sad to say, but this is probably one of many cases where the Bridgeport police or any police department has swept under the rug a case like this, especially when it comes to people of color, specifically women of color, and even more specifically black women. You know, when I was thinking about doing this reading, I actually was hearing in my head that they were saying, we'll just say she was a prostitute. We'll just say she's a prostitute to kind of tarnish her or damage her character. And that's not to say that to me, by them saying that, it makes me feel like they feel like, well, if someone is a prostitute, then it doesn't matter. They don't have the same rights as someone who works as a lawyer or someone who is a doctor, that they're less than, and therefore, because in their minds they consider them to be less than, they have less rights, fewer rights. Okay, there's a reason why the Justice card, Justice has a blindfold on. Justice is blind. It's blind to race, it's blind to gender, it's blind to sexuality, it is blind to status, it is blind to whatever your class in a system. It is blind because justice is supposed to serve everyone, right? We have the Ace of Wands in the past position. The Ace of Wands, this could have to do with passion. Maybe this connection that she shared with this man was purely sexual. Maybe it was a purely sexual relationship. Let me see if I can read a little bit in the book and see what the book has to say. You know, everybody's interpretation is different. So let's see. Oh boy, excuse me. I don't think these. It didn't give me much information. I feel like that has to do with possibly this being a sexual relationship only, or yeah, this is just being purely a sexual relationship. This was not a committed relationship. We have the Four of Wands um, sitting on top of the reed. It's in the reverse position. One, this was not a committed relationship between the two of them. Two, there's some instability here. This person could have been the guy could have been, may not have been stable. Maybe she wasn't stable. And I feel mentally not stable. There's some instability there. Someone that I feel like maybe he presented himself to be this stable person, someone who was looking for a relationship, like told a lot of lies to lure her in, but in actuality, he was very unstable. I don't even know if that's a word. He's not a stable person mentally, um, and this whole fantasy that he presented to her to lure her in was the Four of Wands in the upright position. But in actuality, this is who he really is. The reflection is the opposite. The reflection was the opposite. We have the Knight of Wands in the future position, but the interesting thing is, we have the Ace of Wands in the past position and the Knight of Wands um, in the future position. And with this, it's the same thing. This person, we're seeing it up close in the past position, what this was, right? The Ace of Wands. This is like a close-up of the Knight of Wands, right? If you look at the two cards, it's the same, right? He has the wand in his left hand and he's charging forward, passionate energy, right? This is a close-up of what is actually here. This is in the past position. I feel like with this card, we don't get to see the whole picture, right? But in this card, we kind of get a glimpse of what the whole picture is, right? We get more of the story, right? In and out, that in and out energy. Oh, it was just for fun. We were having a good time. It was nothing serious, that sort of thing. They're going to get more of the story in the future, which just indicates that they're not going to have any choice but to pick him up and arrest him for what happened to her and interrogate him and question him. Okay. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. That's in a position that represents self. That's the position that represents Lauren. That is the wounded warrior, someone who struggled, but I feel like with it coming in reverse, maybe that the struggling was something of her past. Things were getting better for her. Let's see. I want to read what. Okay. So I'm just reading like a formal, like just a definition of the Nine of Wands in reverse online, and basically this says that it's a person who may not be a risk taker, and if that is indeed the case, and this is in the position that represents Lauren, if someone is not a risk taker, they're not going to take a chance on doing drugs to the amount of what was found in her system. Probably never even did drugs in her life. They may not. The other part of this definition is they may not want to make a long-term move or commitment. And maybe this person wanted more from her. It's possible. Maybe this person wanted to have sex and she didn't want to have sex. We don't know. He could have raped her. We don't know because we need like an independent autopsy of what happened to her. The Nine of Wands may be an indication of a great personal fear. So she could have been afraid. We don't know what happened in those moments before she actually died. We don't know what happened. The Fool in reverse. Okay. Can you guys see that? We got the Fool in reverse representing again, this is interesting. This is just confirmation. The Fool in the upright position is a risk taker, but it's coming in reverse. And the Nine of Wands in reverse indicates someone who's not willing to take risks. She wasn't willing to take risks with her life. She wasn't willing to maybe allow someone she didn't know that well to come into her apartment. We don't know. We don't know if she was drugged before he may have found out where she lived, drugged her, and took her home, took advantage of her. We don't know. We don't know, but she's letting us know with this, I'm not a risk taker. Not like that. Not that kind of risk taker where I'm risking my life. In the hopes and fears, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Pentacles in reverse. And a struggle. The final outcome was a struggle. There was some sort of strife. There was some sort of struggle between the two of them. This could have been something that happened wherever they met. This could have been something that happened in the apartment. This could have been something that happened outside of the apartment. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. This struggle resulted in death. There is more to this. There's more to this. I know I'm probably stating the obvious, but there's more to what happened than just the autopsy report saying that they found drugs in her system. There's more to the story. There is more to the story. Let's see, give me 1 second. Okay, so, the Five of Pentacles in reverse indicates like overcoming adversity, forgiveness, feeling like your love life is about to change. So she could have invited him into her house. She trusted him. That's a possibility too, that she invited him into the house and he could have drugged her in the house and it turned into a struggle. That could have happened. Okay. I'm gonna use a couple of other decks. Let's see what else we can find. Let's see what else is gonna come out. Let's see what else comes out regarding this situation. Let's see. Thank you, angels. Show us what we need to know regarding Lauren Smithfield's death. Show us what we need to know regarding Lauren Smithfield's death. Show us what we need to know regarding Lauren Smithfield's death. She's so gorgeous. Really beautiful. Show us what we need to know regarding Lauren Smithfield's death. Show us what we need to know regarding Lauren Smithfield's death. Show us what we need to know regarding Lauren Smithfield's death. Show us what we need to know regarding Lauren Smithfield's death. Ooh. These cards, they don't really have a reverse meaning. We got the Cruelty card, first card out. Cruelty card. The way this situation was handled was cruel. She was treated like she was just um, a rat, a rodent, something to throw away, something that was a pest, something that you know, when a rat dies, you kind of just throw it in the trash because it's not worth anything, right? This is kind of like how I hate to say that, but that's what I'm getting with this card. That the situation was treated the way you would treat a rat or a roach. You kill it and you throw it away. It's trash. That's exactly how this situation is being treated, and that's exactly how she was treated. And the people who did it, the people who watched things get covered up, who plotted it out, who planned it out, they're very comfortable. They are very comfortable in the way that they handled the situation because they've done it before. They're very comfortable in the way they handle situations when it comes to young black men and women, or Latino men and women, or poor people. They handle it all the same way. It's trash to be thrown out. There's a formula that they follow, and they're very comfortable with it. They're very comfortable with it. Either this is the man who did it, either this is representation of the man who did it, or this man is connected. This is the son of earth. So earth is like Pinnacles, right? This person either has money or is connected to someone with money. Or you guys know how this card for me represents Donald Trump. This could be someone with ideas. This could be someone with conservative, racist ideas. And so, in this case, when it comes down to this young black lady, that came into play. Racism came into play. Instead of giving her the respect and arresting the guy who did this, who may have done this, and questioning him, they threw her out like she was trash. We have repletion in the past position. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure about repletion in the past position. Let's see. I know this is kind of long. Mm. If what I am saying is actually true about the son of earth, this being someone, this could be someone with conservative racist ideas, or this could be the police, this could be representing the white men in the police department with conservative racist ideas, who don't care about this case because it's just another black person that's been killed, and it only helps the agenda with decreasing the number of black people in this country, and especially decreasing the number of black people or brown people that are in Connecticut, Bridgeport, Connecticut. Okay, there's going to be a change. This happening to this young lady is unfortunate, but it's going to force a change on the police force, because now they're going to be investigated. There could be an overhaul of that department. There could be investigations into other cases that were actually mishandled. Um, I'm also hearing by springtime, um, there could be more action that we will hear about regarding this case and this young lady. I don't know exactly what that is, but there's going to be more action. We have the daughter of air here. The daughter of air. Daughter of air in the future position. This could be preparing. You see this young lady is pulling her sword out, preparing to do battle. So this could be the law. It could be the DOJ. It could be a special appointed attorney preparing to get justice when it comes to this young lady and her death. More information is going to come out. There is more information that they have. There's more information that this police department knows. This is the knowledge card, and they're not releasing it, or they've tried to cover it up. The Hermit in the position that represents feelings. Being quiet, gaining the knowledge, having the knowledge, and keeping it to yourself. Or this could be a further investigation into what happened. Further investigation into what happened. In the hopes and fears position, we have disappointment. The fear is that, I just heard, like with this, the fear is that they're going to find more dead brown bodies, cases that have been botched. That's what I heard with this. A lot more, either that or the fear that this man is connected to more deaths than just this young lady. There could be like 4 or 5 more people that he may be connected to, and that would make him a serial killer. Okay, we've got the Moon card. There's secrets. There's secrets. There's secrets regarding this. Things that we may never learn about. Things that may never come out. Clarify the Moon card. Clarify the Moon card. Clarify the Moon card. Ooh, we have the Sun of Fire. Sun of Fire. This is like that Knight of Wands that we got. This is representing, there's more secrets behind this guy that was involved in this that they didn't arrest. We've got Torment. Again, I feel like there's some mental instability with this guy. I feel like there's some mental instability. We've got Perfection again. Someone's the perfect killer. Someone's the perfect mastermind when it comes to creating an illusion. He could be a narcissist. Someone's a master magician. This could be like that, a master manipulator, a master magician. The person, this could represent this person saying like, I'm the victim here, I'm the victim, right? But they're the perfect manipulator. Okay. Clarify the Disappointment card. Clarify the Disappointment card. Clarify the Disappointment card. Clarify the Disappointment card. we have the wealth card. The wealth card, so money has been able to cover up other deaths. It could be other deaths regarding this man, or it could be deaths within the community that have happened, and because the people that have killed people of color or poor people, because they're well connected or have money, it was overlooked. So if the DOJ goes digging, they're going to find more than they bargained for. They're going to find more than they bargained for. Again, we have wealth and abundance showing up here. Wealth and abundance. We have daughter of earth. I'm not sure. Ooh. Defeat. Someone's a predator when it comes to women. I believe this daughter of earth is showing up here, not necessarily because it's dealing with one specific woman. I feel like, you know how you get those pictures missing, lost, or something like that. I'm seeing like missing, and there's a woman that looks like this, and they have the date of birth. Someone is a predator, and it could be this guy. We've got this spider who's trapped its prey, and now it's going to kill it. This man could be a serial killer. This man could be a serial killer. Ooh, interesting. We got the lovers and love here. We've got the lovers and love. I don't even know how to interpret that, to be honest with you. We got the lovers and love. I feel like there's a lot, like if you look at the lovers card, you see like in the tree you have like F and G, you have K plus S. These are all the people that this man could have encountered, made them feel like he loved them or that they were lovers. He could have raped them, he could have killed them, anything could have happened. But there's a lot more bodies, possibly, and a lot more victims. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune came out, but it came out in reverse. I generally don't take these cards in reverse, but I feel like this is just indicating the wheel is starting to turn. The wheel is starting to turn in a different direction. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this deck up. I want to go ahead and see what Lauren is actually feeling. Show us what Lauren was feeling on the night she passed away. Show us what Lauren was feeling on the night she passed away. Show us what Lauren was feeling on the night she passed away. Show us what Lauren was feeling on the night she passed away. Confident, self-assured, courageous, bold. She was feeling confident. She was really beautiful. Confused. Why did I know this card was going to come up? This indicates to me that she was drugged. She was drugged. She didn't take those drugs willingly. She was drugged. We've got hateful, hostile, vengeful, spiteful. This man presented himself to be one way and was really hostile and hateful. Black women specifically could be his target. I got the receptive card. The receptive card. This is Lauren, very welcoming. It's falling on the confident card. Someone who's very welcoming. Someone who is open and accepting. We got the encourage card. Heartened, emboldened, supported. Okay. Loving, romantic, passion, intimate. Now see, this is, and it's falling on the hateful card. The way he may have presented this situation to her was the loving way. Romantic, passionate, intimate. When in actuality, he had devious motives, and he could have deviant behavior, right? Jealous. We got the jealousy card. Jealous. Resistant. She could have gotten a text message from someone else or an email from someone else. Remember I said maybe she wasn't ready to be in a relationship. We've got the resistant card here, so she was resisting him. And then I have the hopeful card. So she could have been resisting being intimate with him, being connected with him, in a relationship with him. She could have been resistant to that. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Alright, let's see. Lauren, do you have any messages? Any messages you would like to bring forth for your family and friends? Now I have no pain. That makes me think that her death was painful. This is for entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. This card wants to come out. I heard I'll send you loving signs through nature. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lauren. Don't be afraid. When she sends the loving signs through nature, don't be afraid. It could be near the water. It could be something you see in the clouds specifically. As a soul, I can be in several places at once. I'm surrounded by loving animals, so if she lost a pet or pets that she had as a child, or if there's a family pet that's on the other side, she's with those pets now. Ooh. It was my time to go. It was my time to go. Okay, thank you. And that's really, that would be really hard to accept, but it was her time to go. She gave me the last three, so let's see. I'm going to take I have a new understanding. I always give you a good night kiss. I will always point you in the right direction. Alright, you guys, so that's my reading on Lauren Smith Fields. And I will talk to you later. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave comments about what you think regarding this case. I would love to hear them. Bye-bye.